They've just announced a world tour, and I caught up with them in Sydney to find out how well the new boy is filling some very big shoes.
Falling asleep at the wheel again, baby. You're drifting over the line.
Why a reality show?
It's funny, you know, I think for us it was just a means to an end to find a singer in the best way possible. You know, it gave us nearly 3 months to get to know, well, some of the earlier ones obviously that left early, but it gave us a chance to really put all the singers through, you know, different facets of what it takes to be, you know, a rock star.
Did you have an idea of what kind of guy you were looking for when you kind of sat around the table to initially?
Well, we were looking for a guy or a female. So we were open to, you know, any religion, race, colour, sex, whatever. So, sort of, I mean, I think the main criteria is we wanted someone that could songwrite, we wanted someone with charisma, you know, we wanted kind of everything, really. I mean, and, you know, that's what we found with JD. I mean, at the end of the day, when it came to the crunch, he had all the goods.
Now, Pretty Vegas, you wrote that song on the show.
Right.
Got a bit of flack at the time for doing it.
Right.
And, you know, lo and behold, it actually becomes the first release single on the album. Did you ever expect that?
No, that was actually a really huge compliment. Just as exactly like you said, Andrew Ferris and INXS provided bed tracks for everybody on the show. They separated us into groups, and you know, I just really didn't feel like being a part of. I think the concept of the song that I would have been a part of was writing a song about how hard it is to write a song about writing a song for INXS. I went, okay. I couldn't get my head around it, so I just left and did my own thing, and I think that's the moment when these guys kind of went, oh right, I kind of get him a little more now.
Coming your way to Vegas, dirty and dreaming of the other side.
It was definitely a turning point where he broke away from the team and went, that's kind of rock and roll.
That's where you're coming from.
Breaking the rules.
That's the angle there.
JD was slightly reprimanded for doing that, but at the same time we're all sort of chuckling, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, yeah.
Putting us on.
So take me, JD, to the first time when you're up on stage with these guys.
I thought I'd be nervous as hell on stage, but the only time I was nervous was when I just didn't want to let them down, you know? And, you know, so I still, for like the first few shows, I kept like, I was performing more for them than I was for the audience, you know? And it started to take its toll on me, and I physically got sick, you know? And it was a lot of pressure, you know? And it wasn't until, like, you know, John, Kirk, and Andrew kind of pulled me aside individually and said, you know, just, hey mate, just be yourself and do your thing, and this is why you're in the band. And it's actually the first time in my life that I ever had anybody connect with me about my music, because the only other reciprocation I've ever had about music has been, you know, going, what are you, crazy? You can't do that. No one will ever do that. And I finally got it like, no, go for it, man. And it was just so, wow.
Thanks very much for joining us. I think you're all brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in concert as well.
That's right, I called you an asshole in the lobby.
Oh, that's right. Lovely meeting, guys, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.